I've got a surprise for all you guys. I've done it. You ready? I've done it. Do you want to guess what I've done?
What have you done?
Wait, somebody said no.
Yeah, that was me.
What have you done?
Ah, fuck.
I guess I won't tell them.
What have you
gotta
done?
change to my
Bum,
silent
bum,
now.
bum, 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 bum. I memorized the first bit of our opening. That's all I need now.
Just in time for the next season.
Just in time for the next anime. Guys, it's filler time.
Filler.
We did it.
We did it.
We finished another season. Crazy, I know.
Welcome to the after party.
Welcome to the afterlife. You've died.
The cleanup.
What?
This isn't Dark Souls, but why did what?
No, it's the
You're
cleanup
hollowed
after
now.
the fab.
So welcome everyone to our first filler between season 3 and season 4. How are you guys doing? This is like a more chillaxed episode.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling?
I got passed by a hearse today.
Oh, so maybe you did die.
Did you look inside and see your own face?
I looked, I saw me. I slowed down. I kept driving. No, not today.
I'm pretty good, I think.
That's pretty
I haven't
good,
asked
I
myself
guess.
yet. Hey, how you doing? I'm pretty good, I think. It's just an endless loop. Just like, never mind. We haven't watched the show yet.
Endless 8?
No,
Okay.
not like that.
But welcome to our, I guess, annual, a little bit longer than annual because our seasons finish and then we take a couple weeks off doing these. But our annual season review for season 3.
Hey, man, who would have thought the reviewers would review their own reviews?
Guys, man, this podcast fucking sucked. 1 out of 5.
Shoot,
out of here.
This is a podcast. This podcast doesn't do anything.
Every episode's over 2 hours.
I can't believe it.
Actually, no, most of ours are not 2 hours. If I
Only the big ones like we had like Haruhi was like 2 hours. One Piece was 2 hours. Like JoJo was 2 hours. Like all the big names are 2 hours.
But a lot of them are close. Demon Slayer's an hour 59.
Jesus, man, how did we scringe out that?
We
much?
probably were angry.
It's true. Well, I wasn't even angry as much as it was just like this is overhyped.
You were
Still
just
fun,
you were angry
overhyped.
that it was normal.
I was because everyone was jerking off to it and being like, "This is the best." Let's see. Haikyuu was over 2 hours. JoJo was definitely over 2 hours. Kekai Sensen.
Oh, that was my fault for that one.
One Piece was an hour and 42 minutes.
I don't remember why it was that
2
long.
2 hours
what the
and
hell?
42 minutes?
I don't remember why that was that long. Was that even a good... Well, I guess I'll listen to it again later.
I guess so, but so whenever we do these reviews, we are awful at it. We have no format. We just... Well, I think I made a format.
We have
last
like a rough
year,
draft,
and then I didn't look up the formula for this year. So I did a couple things different so that we can talk about some fun things and do like that. So first, I asked everyone here on the podcast to look up and think back on some of the episodes and what did you think was like your favorite, what stood out to you the most, things like that. So, Garb, how about you? What do you remember?
Well, the one that we've probably quoted the most is Haruhi.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely one of the ones I think of the most. But
Mhm.
any chance to talk about Berserk, and there was a couple welcome surprises in there.
Welcome Amiibo.
Yeah.
Festival.
What was it?
I own
Pork Rind, that was good.
Hey, we just saw
Mhm.
that one yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Stone, I hadn't seen Dr. Stone before that, and it was nice to get to watch that, and it turned out to be so damn good.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice to finally watch a bunch of Sailor Moon. I really like Madoka
Yeah.
Magica. I know that one's controversial for the three of us.
Controversial. The three of us. What do you mean?
Right? But that was a good one. I really enjoyed that
Yeah.
show. Toradora, another good one too.
Mm-hmm.
And Death
Another
Parade,
controversial.
nice and short.
Oh.
And I had never heard of anything, and that was brand new. And
Why wouldn't you never heard of anything? What do you mean? What about us? You know about us. You've heard of us.
Who?
Who?
Where am I?
Yeah, he took off his glasses, didn't he?
Yeah.
I
I
can't
can't
believe it.
have my headphones and my glasses on. Come on now.
I see.
One thing at a time.
One piece at a time.
It's true.
So about y'all?
But Pino, what about you, Pino?
We had a lot of interesting ones this season. I'm surprised on how diverse most of them were, which was cool
Yeah.
because we had a lot of
Yeah.
like shonen, we had a lot of like slice of lives, we had a lot of classics, some old ones and some very obscure ones. But what we did have, which we've said time and time again, we've had a lot of Kyo anime shows on
You're
this
welcome.
particular season, so we can
Well, no, didn't
dedicate
we
this
only
one
have
as
two?
no, we had Beyond the Boundary, right? That was Kyo.
Oh, and we had Haruhi.
Yeah,
too.
Haruhi,
Okay,
and
so
then we had
three.
three. I mean, that's a good number.
Well, hey, that's literally my goal though, to get through all of the Kyo Annie.
Dude, you said 4 for next
Content.
season because season 4.
We're just increasing slowly. Well, because in season 1, we watched wasn't K.
We're about to become Cap, dude. The Kyo Anime podcast.
I'm okay with that. On it, yeah, we
Right.
watched Dragon Maid. I think was the only
No,
Kyo
wasn't
Annie season.
Nichijou?
Oh, and then we watched Nichijou
Yeah.
too. So it was 2, and then season 2 was K-On, Silent Voice. Code Goose is not one.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
so-
I would
so
love
2 again.
a Kyo
and then
Annie
we
produced
bumped it.
Code Geass.
With their long bodies.
We do need to do that. But yeah, Kyo Annie definitely had a presence. You're welcome. Anything else, Pino?
I mean,
before
no,
I
a lot
start
of them were
grading?
very fun. A lot of them I have some fond memories of. Some of them I have no memories of, but that's probably
true.
I don't have just run out of RAM at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they were all very, I don't know, they all felt distinctly different from our previous seasons, minus the end of the greatest series on our show, Bobobo.
That was the thing when I was looking through all of our episodes. I'm like, oh man, what shows like
Are we
really
leaving
stood
we're
out to
leaving
me? And
behind.
I'm like, Bobobo.
We're leaving
like,
it behind.
That's it. We finished it.
Exactly.
Well,
Isn't
Is-
that crazy?
Is there really
that
no more?
No.
There's no more Bobobo.
There's no
There's
more.
none.
We
Say what?
demand. We
No
need
Bobo.
to will a Bobobo movie into existence or something, because Bobo. This cannot be it. We have to talk about Bobobo.
I would absolutely love for like a Bobobo, like just random like OVA or movie or something. But for right now, it's over. Let's see. I wrote down some things. Haruhi, as you said before, really love that. Death Parade. I'm really glad that we finally got to watch it. Or I'm finally glad that you guys got to watch it because
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you, you need to watch this. We talked before about my controversies with Madoka, with a little bit of Toradora, not as much, because I still think I gave that a 4. No, I gave it a 3.8. It's still very close to a 4. And then Flowers of Evil, obviously. I don't know if anyone actually watched Flowers of Evil.
Best anime we watched this season. I'm not gonna
I know.
lie.
Are you willing to die on that hill?
Let's
Are you
see.
willing
What did we watch?
To stake your claim
Despite me
So,
giving
against
Death Parade
Dr.
almost
Stone,
a 5.
Grand Blue, Haikyuu, ReZero,
Dude, hell
Berserk,
yeah, let's go.
JoJo's
dude.
Part 3, Bobobo, Sailor Moon, Vinland Saga, One Piece.
Oh, shoot, what is One Piece? I ain't know One Piece. Boy,
I'm
what do you mean?
I'm just saying that's a very bizarre place to plant your flag.
Bro, I'm gonna say that's the most unique show we saw this season.
Yeah. So a fun fact: the Flowers of Evil episode was the first episode of the podcast my mom listened to.
Wow.
Oh, why'd she
That's
pick
wild.
that one?
Because that was just the week. That was the newest one that week.
That's
Man,
wild.
I feel sorry for her. She heard me get very angry.
Dude,
Well,
she heard
I
me
mean-
try to chill out. No, actually, I think I got angry too.
you did definitely tell me to chill out in that episode, and it only made me more upset.
I have that
that
effect
sh-
on people when I tell people to chill.
And that show too, like I don't know, it like cursed you.
Oh, it cursed me forever. Let's see. Sailor Moon, we talked about a little bit. Really loved Sailor Moon. Really glad we got to watch that. Vinland as well. Super fantastic. I'm really hoping for a new season from Wit.
Dude, Farmland
they
Saga,
just-
let's go.
Okay.
That's
And
the
then
next arc.
also,
Farmland.
one other
Don't
thing.
ignore me.
I can do whatever the hell I want. Recently, within the last couple of episodes, we've had some really good ones. Like ReZero, season 1, highly recommend. Haikyuu, my favorite show of all time. We had Dr. Stone.
I can't
Like-
believe you're just gonna shaft Grand Blue like that.
I am going to
Can't
because it's
believe it.
not as good
Fine,
as the other
we'll
three.
bring it up. You and me, Garver, let's bring it up right now.
No,
Dude.
Grand Blue's fucking hilarious.
Dude, you want a screwdriver, dude?
That was okay. I will admit that I think that was the funniest thing that I watched.
Come
that
on.
one scene, except for maybe Bobo.
Man, you said
There
it
were
yourself
some
in the
really-
episode. You said this is the quintessential college experience. You join a club
It
and you
is.
end up
No.
drinking.
No, no. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying that some of the comedy didn't hit, especially with the gross friends.
Gotcha.
Because I hated them. They were the worst part of that show. If they weren't there, I probably would have given it a higher ranking. But every time they showed up, I was just like, yuck, this is the worst. But yeah, I feel like overall, a very solid season. I feel like it's our best so far, which I hope it would. It would be kind of weird for season 2 to be our peak. What are we, The
Dude,
Simpsons?
Love Live episode 2 was the peak, dude.
What?
Our
that
second
still-
time watching. That was,
You mean Love Live Sunshine?
yeah, that was our peak, dude. That's when we
It's
peaked.
true. That is our most listened to on our, or at least our audio format.
Yeah.
I
Because
actually
obviously-
haven't looked over stats. in a
I'm
little
surprised
while.
Bobo
I-
has that many
I-
views.
I-
What the hell? What the hell? I'm looking at YouTube.
Well, so I've actually done some research, and this is some of the things that I really discovered is that a lot of the lesser known anime that we watch usually get more views on YouTube.
Hey, man,
And
because
that's
there's no
for the
videos.
express reason that no one is looking for those on you. Like no one else has made stuff about it.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
happened with one of
So
those.
like Interstellar
Weebros.
is our most viewed thing on YouTube.
Hey, man.
And that's why because there's no other people talking about Interstellar really beyond us for that.
We'll do it
Um,
again.
Crazy.
And then obviously when you look at things, our analytics over the past year, our top rating obviously is Demon Slayer from this season, at least over the past year. Also, No Game No Life Zero pulled in pretty chunky
Oh,
audience.
not bad.
Toradora, Silent Voice
Silent
was
Hill.
not Silent Voice was
That was
season
last season.
before. But Haruhi, Railgun, Haikyuu season 2 and 3. So you get some decent listenership.
Yeah.
Obviously, I will, because I lied before. I told our patrons that I will release stats. I have them all. I've literally made them all. I just need to post them. So if you want to join our Patreon, because surprise, if you haven't heard, we have a Patreon.
What?
Really,
We have
just
a
quickly.
Patreon?
What's a Patreon?
It's true. I want to thank Cosmos. I want to thank Cream Puff. I want to thank Jasmine. And I want to thank Sid for being our Big Cash Money winners. I really, really appreciate that because you give us the opportunity to do these things.
And y'all are so fun to talk to.
Yeah, y'all some
Yeah.
cool dudes and gals and everybody.
And non-binary pals.
Exactly.
We asked our Patreon members about the show, so we will talk about that a little bit later. So stay tuned.
That's
for
exciting.
that. And so let's get down to some of the nitty gritty.
All right.
So obviously, I feel like this was a pretty good year. I feel like we've made some good choices.
I think we matured in our comedy as well as in our execution.
Really?
Some more than others.
Pino wasn't.
Hey, wait a second.
Pino, wasn't it like a week ago that we were laughing at farts with reverb?
Come on.
I mean, if you like your
doesn't?
cut, G, come on. What do you mean?
Like your cut, G. So we have this thing every season that we will go in and we can change a ranking from what we did previous. So for season 3, because I think last season we changed 3 scores, which I think is ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
way too much power. We're going to be changing 1. And you can move it up and down, but you really got to think about it.
That's where it comes in. That's where we have to put our brains together, and by together I mean individually.
It's true.
So you can have my brain cell first. Who wants to start?
We trade them off. We take turns.
Exactly. That's how we formulate ideas. That's how we grow. That's how we prosper. That's how we adapt.
Mom said it's my turn on the brain.
It's my slumber party, and I get to have
I
the
get
idea.
to pick the brain
I
cell.
get to rent the brain cells.
Oh man. You said
Yeah,
hold up. You said it's our season finale, and Charlie said we can change 1 episode score. Shout out to Charlie.
Charlie's the mastermind behind it all. Yeah, but when I was looking, at least for me, when I was looking through all my rankings, I feel like I was relatively good with my rankings. There weren't any like huge outliers for bad or worse, except for a couple, but I still feel strongly about those. So I don't.
It's tough.
I might just move Madoka Magica down because I.
Fucker.
Wow. Jeez. I thought you were gonna be more harmful to Flowers of Evil.
No, I gave it a 2. I think a 2 is a pretty solid ranking for that.
Is that the lowest this season?
Oh yeah,
Damn.
I think it's not the lowest ever because
No,
Guard
yeah.
gave something a 1.
Yeah, I think
at
it wasn't
one-
it
no,
Code Geass, right?
He gave Dimension W a 0.5.
Oh,
Fuck
right.
that show.
Dude,
And
you should have given it a Dimension W 0.5, dude.
Well, and if we're counting Pop Team Epic, those aren't even numbers.
Top Team
I'm
Epic
the only one who
doesn't
ranked
exist. Hey guys, this year
We're gonna
we
rank.
didn't forget to rank anything.
Woo!
We remembered to do our rankings every episode.
We
Wow.
can finally change that
Go
number
back
on
to
the board, dude.
Durarara Part 2 if you want to see us forget to rank something. But I don't know. If anything, maybe put up something like Haruhi or Death Parade. No, you know what? I figured it out. I'm gonna put up Vinland Saga to a 4.7.
Wow.
I feel like I still think back to that show a lot. I feel like I was a little bit harsh on it, especially on some of the 3D aspects,
Mhm.
because I know that was one of my big sticking points.
It usually is for not just us in the show, but like for a lot of like anime viewers
Well,
out
because
there.
you got to do it well, and I feel like they did it well, and I feel like I was just being a little bit of a prick, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mhm.
So I'm bringing that up to a 4.7, and that's my one move. That's my lock for today.
Is that your final, Dandy?
That is my final dandy.
Nice. I mean, we can go down the list. Garb, you wanna? I almost said Grub, just like it's listed on our rating. Garb, you want to go next?
Delicious grubs. It's so tough, but
Yeah.
I may give Beyond Boundary a little bump up because as much as I like Haruhi, it did have the Endless 8.
Mhm.
I still think that Endless 8 is a good arc, and you guys are just weak.
Listen, it's not that it is bad, it's just that it's bad.
But I definitely feel like changing Beyond the Boundary is also a really solid move because I really do. That is
Yeah, that's an
also
excellent
one of my
show.
favorites.
Yeah, well, we'll bump that up to a 4.5.
Can do. Solid all around.
Solid, solid. Not bad.
Okay, Pino, now you can't stall anymore.
It's true. This one was probably the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my entire life. It was harder than changing whatever I changed last season.
You changed like 4 things last season.
I don't remember what I changed last season. Regardless,
Let's see. You dropped Akira to a 2.5.
I did deservingly.
You dropped Darling in the Franxx to a 2.9.
Deservingly.
Well, yeah, and then we ranked Durara. That's what we did.
Finally ranked her.
We didn't change 2. We didn't change 3. We changed 2, and then we gave the ones a ranking.
God.
So, yeah.
There were 2 shows on my radar, 2 that I was gonna drop and one that I was gonna raise. I won't mention which I was gonna raise because there's no point at this point.
Well, tell us.
Do I have to?
Yes, Pino.
Do I have to?
You have to.
So I wanted to raise Tamako Market mostly, mostly because I feel like I was really mean to it.
You were kind of mean.
But I really liked the show. But the fact
Yeah.
that I went back and saw that I ranked Haruhi even higher than that on a show that I really didn't like.
No, don't rank. Don't. No, wait. So you're gonna reduce Haruhi instead of raising Tamako Market up.
Well,
Is
yeah.
that what you're going to do?
Well, yeah, that's the only logical
That's
excuse.
so mean. That's being so reductive.
Nah.
That's
Again. Look, even though we meme the crap out of Hateful Eight, no, it's not Hateful Eight. What is it called? Amazing
Hateful
Eight.
It's Endless 8.
Amazing Fillet. What was it? Endless Eight. There we go. Just because we meme it, and I love the meme. I love the cicadas that don't do anything for me. They're not doing
I
anything
feel like
for me at
Pandora
this time.
opening her box.
Dude, I'm about to open my box on this show right now.
I know. I'm gonna be upset.
Look, I'm not gonna be as brutal as I was with Akira because it has a lot of good points. Like, I do like the fact that hey, we get to see one era of Kyo animation and we get to see the new one. I still
they
really
played
don't.
baseball.
Yeah, they played a baseball. I really like the characters except for Haruhi, which kind of sucks because the show is what was it, the melancholy of Haruhi, right?
Suzumiya. Yep.
But like I don't know, man. Like I was expecting one thing, and then it's just like nope, we're making a movie, and I put stuff in your drink. So to be very fair. I'm gonna give it a 3.2. I'm dropping it to a 3.2
Jesus,
just so that I can give
Jesus.
Tamako Market that bit of an edge.
Pino, you could just
No.
raise Tamako Market.
The reason I don't raise it is because Kaon, which I did enjoy more than Tamako Market, because teacher.
You gave it a 3.9.
Apparently I hated it, but I liked it more.
You did hate it. So you hate all KyoAni.
No, I don't hate
What
KyoAni
is what
show.
I'm learning.
I just really, really need something that actually pulls. I need to be. I'm like a fish. You need to reel me in somehow.
That's how I feel sometimes, dude.
So yeah, and again, Haruhi, you should still watch it. I just really didn't like what I saw, but everything else looked pretty nice.
Yeah.
You can just watch
But-
Endless 8 on 2 times speed.
Yeah.
Just watch Endless 8 2 times.
Wait,
Oh,
why don't you
God.
just watch it 8 times, like they always make us do it?
The 64.
Uh-huh.
That's a whole stack in Minecraft.
I can't believe it. This has been a Minecraft podcast all this time.
I can't believe it. So next thing that I wanted to talk
No one
about.
asked me what other show I was gonna drop, so that's good.
Well, Pino, what other show did you hate so much that you wanted to bring it down?
Well, it was Fully Cooley.
What?
Yeah. Again, that's just a
Pino hated Fully Cooley.
it's a portfolio piece. It's not a show. Okay, that's all I have to
It
say.
was
It's a
that's
portfolio
so
piece. It's not a show.
upsetting to me.
I
That's-
will give you that is fair to
But I'm
some
not gonna
degree.
drop it. I'm not dropping it
You better not drop
because
it. It's
I
already at
dropped
a
because it was either I
3.3.
dropped that or Haruhi, and I hated Haruhi more.
Fair enough. So now for some fun stats. Now that we've changed all of our,
And I probably
Numbers.
upset some of our listeners out there. So
and
firstly,
you've upset me.
I'll apologize to you, Chuck, because you're right
You
here with
upset
me.
me
Chuck,
personally.
I'm sorry that you liked 8 episodes of the same thing.
Yeah, it was great. I had a really good time.
Oh man.
I always root for the underdog.
Make sure to bring your
so-
bike.
Okay. Where's your bike?
I forgot it.
So
Just look. The last thing I want to say is just always root for the underdog. That's That's what you always got to do.
even though I'm not from there.
Exactly.
So now that we have all of our rankings swapped up, we have some fun little stats. So
Put on your stat hats, everybody.
I will tell you first who was the most critical,
Oh boy.
and then who was the or like not most critical. How about the person who ranked the highest versus person who ranked the lowest, and the person who ranked the middle list, because there's 3 of us. So
Everybody gets an award.
the middle list, as always, is Pino
Me?
with an average ranking of a 4.00769.
Hey, you know I like
Nice.
my even numbers, dude.
Pino, we were tied until we.
Until you absolutely dropped Haruhi.
I had to slam it, dude. I'm sorry.
And then for our highest ranker, this season's a little bit different. Because historically, it's been me. But this season, it's Garb.
Woohoo! It's because I rated
Who-
like 2 things a 5.
It's
It's
fair.
true.
You ranked like Death Parade and like what, Pork
Yeah.
Rind?
Death Parade and Pork Rind.
Nice.
Yeah.
And there were a bunch that
Uh,
were close, like Dr. Stone,
there's-
Grand Blue.
Like you enjoyed a lot of
Those are-
things I was surprised about. Like
This was a really super solid season, I feel like, except for some fringe examples. And obviously, that means that I'm the lowest at a 3.985.
You
we
hate
just had a lot of
anime.
shows. Yeah, we had a lot of shows.
No,
Chuck hated.
it's because I hated
He-
2 in specific.
Dude,
if
you
they
just-
were, if they
critical.
did,
You
if,
just hate
like
is
if they did
different.
not exist, if you removed Flowers of Evil, and if you removed, technically, Heaven's Lost Property was my second lowest rating at a 2.6.
That's fair.
So for example, let's just say instead I gave them both 3s. You know, just for a relatively average score.
You would still
I
not
would
be the highest.
I wouldn't beat Garb, but
and then
I
I'd
would
be
be
the
close.
most negative.
I would have beaten Pino, but this is the first time that I've really dropped the ball. I guess I was just a little bit too critical on something.
Too
No,
critical.
we all have our tastes. We just don't know if they're bad or not.
They're great.
Ooh, mine are bad.
So now,
there's
this-
no question.
I have no taste, so that doesn't help me.
Right.
So now, one really fun thing that I like doing, because there was a discussion in the Patreon chat
Oh boy.
about who picks the best shows.
Oh no.
And I can now say, even with all these changes, a definite answer that I picked the best shows out of all of them.
Yeah.
Season 1.
You pick your shows. You pick your nose. Come on.
No, season 1. I had the highest average score ranking of a 4.194. The next closest was a 3.667.
That doesn't count. You pick Love Live
Season
all 3
2.
seasons. Come on. There's no way
Season
we're gonna
2.
It's not even
I
fair.
had the highest with 4.2.
Look.
The next closest was a 3.79 by Pino, and then Garb picked the worst out of all of us with a 3.37 repeating
Woohoo!
Woo.
for season 2. And now the season that we all really care about, once again, the same average score of a 4.2 for me. I am so consistently good at picking shows. The next closest was Garb with a 3.985, and the lowest, of course, is Pino at a 3.857.
Yeah, but what about the popular vote?
Listen,
Who cares? This is the Electoral College.
listen,
It does not matter.
Bro, but who won the popular?
listen. Sometimes you gotta watch a little trash to appreciate the gold.
Man.
No,
That's
I
my
don't-
philosophy.
I think your philosophy is flawed because you just have bad choices.
I think all the shows are diamonds. Just some of them shine brighter than a lot of them, and
That's a good
some of them
philosophy.
really,
and
really.
some of them are flowers of evil.
Nah, dude. Flowers of Evil was probably the most unique show we watched this entire season.
Unique
I told
doesn't
you.
mean good.
Yo,
Unique does not mean
Look,
good.
but unique. There's always something you need to try, and sometimes you need to have a little taste of the rigatoni before you can go back to your lasagna. Am I right?
Pino, you can't be referencing Italian food when we had 91 days.
Well, that's why we had it. Then I had some Italian food yesterday. Did it go down well? I don't think
and
so.
Garb and I both disliked that show as well.
Did you see? I also. Well, what did I rank it again?
You gave it a 3.1.
See, I hated it just as much as I did K-On! I just happen to like a lot of gangster stuff.
It's very funny. So So if anyone ever says who has the best opinions, it's obviously me. Who has the best choices? It's me.
I don't know. I mean,
I've proven that with science
You
and math.
you have like 3 shows that everybody already loves, and you already know it. It's Love
Which
Live
ones?
because
Which ones?
Love
Which
Live will
ones,
never be
Pino?
hated on. JoJo will never be hated on by any of us until it's part 5. And let's
Wait
see.
a sec. Wait, first off, Pino.
Huh?
JoJo ranked at an average of a 3.8.
Yeah, but no one's gonna hate it.
Well, yeah.
Exactly,
But it
because
wasn't
it's a good
universal
show.
love. No, but you're making it sound like it's a universal love.
What?
But
I love that show. Aren't we the universe?
I know. We do. But I'm just saying that I picked some stinkers.
You didn't
Or
pick
at
any
least
stinkers. A lot of these were good. What do you mean?
No, I'm saying that according to you guys, I picked some stinkers.
Oh no, yeah, of course. But you
We're
also
trying-
had some. Look, you balanced it out. You had some heavy hitters and you had some heavy misses.
It feels good though.
But I like
why
picking the
I
random
picked-
ones.
I finally picked popular shows so that we could rate them high so that we can try to usurp you.
Nah, dude. Next season, I can't wait to get roasted on all the shows I like.
You know what's the best? The highest ranked show at an average was Porco Rosso,
Because it's
which
good.
is kind of cheating because it's a Ghibli film.
Well,
but
out of all the
I will
Ghibli
give
films,
that-
it's also
I will
pretty
give
high,
that to Pino. He picked the best ranked show.
No, we don't count it. But out of all the Ghibli movies, this is obviously the best because the other 2 were garbage. Well, no, Castle in the Sky was fun.
La Puta.
You can't keep saying that. I'm gonna write you up.
But yeah, they're all very different. Well, we haven't really watched any of like the really mainstream heavy hitter Ghibli films yet, so I'm really excited to actually talk about those in the future.
Oh yeah, those are gonna be.
Those are interesting
Because I haven't
Well,
seen the
because,
heavy
like,
hitters in like ages. That's the thing.
They're,
Yeah.
they're
Like,
good stuff.
I don't know if you guys remember and we talked about it probably last season. Like they used to air like a lot of them on Cartoon Network. And so like that's where I watched them all. So like and that was like 2008, 2009. So like
Yeah.
we're 2021 right now. I can't remember anything except for the the funny little gif of the sad man going, "Oh, feels." That's all I remember right now. So I don't know if my tastes have gone down a notch or maybe I'm built different. I don't know, dude.
Who could say?
Who could say?
But yeah, so those are all the rankings, and I'm really excited. Well, I think what we should do, which this is probably gonna drop onto Garb because he does all the website shit. If Garb or if like we get access, because it's literally just putting in text. We could put in our rankings or like just the average ranking so that you can see which one is objectively good versus bad and what shows you should be watching.
Well, you should be watching everything on Funimation, just like it tells us every time you watch a Funimation show. It says, you should be watching.
Okay. Before we go to anywhere else, if you had to pick one show from this season to recommend to everyone, which one would you pick?
Oh, damn.
And it doesn't have to be the best show. It just has to be a show that you're like, I feel like out of everything else, you should watch this one first.
Out of what we saw this season. Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
I like that.
I think that
'Cause-
I would probably pick Dr. Stone.
Damn.
Mhm.
I would most likely pick Vinland Saga just because that was excellent to me. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my heart says Haikyuu just because literally that's what I do already. I already like I have gotten like double digits amount of people to watch or read Haikyuu. Like this is like a lifelong goal for me. But to go against that, I'm gonna say ReZero, even though it is like
No,
one
I
of the
mean-
most popular shows.
I think that's a good pick. I mean, because again, isekais get a bad rap like nowadays. So like
Well,
having
because a lot of them are shit.
exactly. So like having another one in the mix that does something different and that people
Yeah.
might enjoy more than the others, I think that's a solid choice.
I'm still
Yeah,
surprised that you liked it so much.
Yeah.
Well, me too. Fucking me too. Because I watched the first
Shoot,
couple
I saw you got your
episodes and
pins.
I
Like,
hated
I
it.
saw you got your pins the other day. I was like, hey,
Yeah,
my
dude,
boy.
I bought literally. If you want to know how much I love ReZero now, I pre-ordered the game on Switch just so I could get some pins.
Man, and it's fully voice acted, right?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Both English and Japanese.
Shoot,
So.
just stream it.
But for ReZero, whenever I would see people talk about it, people would do one thing. They'd say, Rem is best girl. That's it. Wooga. That's
true.
it. And I'm like, wow, there's so much more to this fucking show. It's like that image of the, like the dude looking at something and then the other thing going over his head. It's like the wow, cool maid show. And it's just like death is a concept. Like it's just, there's so much more than maids in ReZero. So I would really recommend you watch that. It's a little bit rough in the middle of the season and at the beginning, but the payoff's worth it. And season 2 is, I'd say, exponentially better than season 1. I've really been enjoying it.
Nice.
So that's it for our ratings and some shows. I quickly wanted to go through some openings and endings that I really loved this season. I limited myself to 5 because if I didn't, I would be talking about like 20.
You'd probably talk about 20 of them.
Because there's like legitimately this season was super good for openings. Even shows that I, was not really vibing with. There are still some banging openings and endings. Like Toradora, I liked it well enough. The biggest thing I think was like Madoka Magica. I despise that show. That show is way overhyped and not great, but the opening, banger. Unobjectively, it's a banger. But let's go through a couple, shall we?
No.
And you guys can tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Okay?
No.
First, I'm gonna go with the old classic Haikyuu Season 2 Opening 2, Fly High. It's my favorite Haikyuu opening, so I just had to mention it here. It does. That's it.
No arguments. No arguments. 100%. You're right. That one's 100%.
It's so pretty. It's so good. It shows all the characters. It's great.
It wants me to fly high, dude.
It's true.
It makes me a short person feel like I matter.
It's true. Next one. Hekai Sensen's first ending, Sugar Song to Bitter Step. It's like the most iconic ending of all time.
100%. Because there's so many fan edits. I really can't
100.
argue. You're gonna pick all the good ones, so I can't really argue.
This is my whole shtick. I gotta.
No one's
pick
gonna
the
be
good
negative
ones.
at this point. You're 100% right. I can't even argue it.
This next one is probably the most quote unquote controversial, even though it won't be controversial for this crowd. Is One Piece ending 5.
You son of a bitch. I'm just kidding. Nah.
Which is where is it?
Before
Dawn. Specifically the dubbed version.
Dude, dub slaps, dude.
I loved that dub version. It is so fun. It is 100% what One Piece is to me. It is just a bunch of friends having a great time doing doofy shit together.
Exactly.
And then you get to see all the boosters from One Piece Treasure Cruise in this ending.
Dude,
so
the
penguins,
penguins, dude? Of course.
Yeah, I see the penguins and I'm like, wow.
Wow, I eat you for breakfast.
Wow, I use you to evolve.
Man,
But
I love that song.
I truly love this ending. So good.
Man, if only One Piece did endings,
It's kind of sad.
We'll get there. Don't worry, we'll get there.
I
My heart
know.
sings every time. But I guess the payoff is they get longer. Like, they get longer openings, so I guess.
Yeah, which is okay, I guess. But this is, I think, my favorite One Piece ending. Like, I've watched all of them, and I think this is the one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Next, Death Parade's opening, Flyers by Bradio. That's like what Pino said. I'm only picking bangers.
I can't argue. I cannot be mad.
That's what I set out to do. This was the fucking opening was the reason why I found Death Parade as a show, and it's good. It's good shit.
Should have been the funky opening podcast. What the hell?
Well, if the funky opening podcast is just me just talking about openings for an hour and a half,
mm-hmm.
and then Pino would say at the end, "Well, he talked about everything I wanted to talk about."
What am I supposed to say?
And then we'd end the episode.
Thank you for joining, everybody.
But this is a really just maybe my favorite opening this season.
That's
Some
a
really
fair
stiff
pick.
some really stiff competition though with all the openings. Like Beyond the Boundaries opening is a banger. One Piece openings are always good. Vinland Sagas was pretty good. Bobos were really fun. ReZeros was pretty good. Haikyuu, like this was a super good season for openings in particular. And then I think my favorite ending. I can't say that because Vinland Saga's second ending is really fucking good. It makes
Dude,
me
let's
cry.
go.
And so
All those endings are great, dude.
Yeah, but the one that I had picked to talk about a little bit was Haruhi's second ending, Tomare, which is the one of them in like the school and their faces are shown all around. And this is even though Super Driver's super good, even though all of the first season stuff is really good, this like comes into my head, and the visuals and everything like that just sticks with me so much more, even though it's like super simple. And whenever they say Tomare, where it comes up on the screen, I'm like, I gotta dance to it. It's good shit. I love it. Da, 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 da. But yes, sorry. I know that I know that the openings and endings talk is always Chuck shuts everyone up for 20 minutes so he talks about something.
It's okay. That's why we have the rest of the show to subsequently shit. I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding.
But it was
it's wonderful to hear the passionate side of you come out with the OPs and EDs, because it's great. You know, you have that you're very eloquent. I guess you're very descriptive. You have that kind of like, I don't know. You're just really passionate about this stuff that I, at least personally for me, I have struggled always kind of going into that type of descriptions and whatnot. So it's good to have someone who can literally say, "Hey, Pino, this is how you're supposed to say it," instead of "It's good."
It's good.
It's
well,
good.
That's all I can say as well. It's like
Sometimes that's all you need, man.
Yeah, it's just like, well, it was fun. What else do we got? I am not stalling.
No, it's okay. I mean, we can say what our favorite opening was if you would like.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, say your openings.
I don't want to anymore.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. You know, I don't think I'm actually going to talk about an opening. I'm just going to talk about like the soundtrack.
Oh yeah, go
and
for
Sailor
it.
Moon's
Yeah,
Transformation soundtrack
you're
is
the OST guy, basically.
the Sailor Moon soundtrack for Transformation is still always in my head. It's so good. I think about it like every other day. I'm just like, man, I wish I had a cool Transformation song like that. But a lot of these shows had wonderful like tracks that you can just like as soon as you hear it, you're like, that's a slice of life I don't like. I mean, that's Tamako market. But no, like a lot of it musically this season was like very diverse, very good. Most of them very much meshed very well. So like I was very impressed, at least on the soundtrack side.
Yeah, I do feel like this season was one that I like really paid attention to the OSTs of these shows, because obviously we talk about them and do a little bit of here and there, but especially with, obviously One Piece's OST is a banger. Sailor Moon was really good. Toradora's I really enjoyed as well. Death Parade, Haikyuu,
Bobobo
Dr.
doesn't
Stone,
drop the ball on a
yeah.
single track.
Yeah, they're like I've gotten a new appreciation for it this season.
Very good.
Very, very good.
I think the opening that comes to mind immediately is Grand Blues. For me. Like I seriously, I love that show, and that opening was really good too. In the water.
You said that's a One Piece opening. It's just them running on a beach like every other One Piece opening. That's a good one too. I like listening to the full one on Spotify. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Shoot, the ending was fun too.
Yeah, honorable
was
mention
pretty
to
good,
JoJo.
Yeah, that's like, because when I was
Always.
looking through
That's
things,
cheating.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, when I was looking through things, I'm like, that's cheating. I
Shout
can't
outs to
put it.
Yes.
JoJo.
Yeah, right. And that's why it's like, okay, honorable mention, it's fucking JoJo.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Walking
Yeah.
Like an Egyptian and
Last Train Home is
It
still
grows
my
on me. It's
favorite
good. It grew on me.
from part 3.
Oh,
I
man.
love Last Train Home. It's so somber and so good.
I guess I really didn't pick an opening. Let's see. Eeny,
What'd
Meeny,
you
Miny, Mo, Catch Diver, Eeny, Meeny, Miny. Damn, they're all kind of good, actually. I'll just pick Bobo Bo's second opening just because we're never going to hear from it again.
Oh,
I'm so sad. That still
Dude,
makes
Baka
me
Survivor,
so sad.
I'm sorry, dude. That's the only reason.
Baka Survivor.
It's the only reason I can spell Survivor. Don't ask me.
A-K-A-S-U-R-V-I-V-O-O.
No, it's voice.
See?
It's
We.
Oh,
oh yeah, it's Boy. That's right. Ugh,
Good
man.
times.
I'm gonna miss Bobo Bo.
Yeah,
it's
man.
it's been a constant, and no one cares about Bobo Bo except for us.
Hey,
If
man.
we ever if we ever come across just obscene amounts of money, first thing we're gonna do is reboot.
Dude,
I don't know if that's what we're gonna do.
We'd give it a
Of
movie.
course.
We wouldn't reboot it, but
we
mean,
reboot an episode.
We'd give it a movie or something. I think a movie
Yeah,
is
I'm
what
like-
we need.
Yeah,
I don't
just a
care if no
movie
one
to-
watches it. It's we just
It's
we
for
need
us.
It.
It's a passion project.
We need more Boba Bo.
The Bobo Bo Theater is proud to present a funky anime podcast production. Ba, 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 ba.
Yep, that's it. You did it, Pino.
Exactly.
Figured it out.
With churros on the side, of course.
Churros.
I still go back to that always.
It's
I watched that entire thing during Christmas, dude. You had to watch the I'll Be Bo for Christmas special, dude. Come on.
worth it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, that it's still weird to think about that we're done with Bobo Bo.
Yeah. There's a couple shows we can actually say goodbye
And
to this
then
year.
also HPSJ, the Bobo Bo third ending, so good.
actually. Yeah, dude.
Boba Bo lives on forever in our hearts.
It's true. We I don't think we'll ever have a season where we don't like reference Bobo Bo at least once. Why did I slow down when I said Bobo Bo?
Your brain
Boba
slowed
Bo.
down because you're thinking about Boba
Well, yeah,
Bo.
because I was watching Bobo Bo, so my brain shut off for a second.
Good times.
Very good. Very good.
Man.
Let's see. What else have we planned? Oh, guys.
Yeah,
it
what's
time?
up?
Welcome to the nth edition of Who's the Best Grill, the part of this filler where each contestant puts forward their choice for best grill of the
Bestest
episode
grill.
and duke it out for the title of Bestest Grill.
Man.
We will be using every show that we watch this season. Today, our contestants, Pino, Garb, and myself. No Patreon this time.
God, you know what I wish? I wish I remembered
What's
who I
that?
picked.
I if I'm gonna be fair, I wrote down 4 people, and it's kind of just like I'm gonna just slap an honorable mention on some of them and just go for my main. But who are we each advocating
Oh
for?
my god, this is throughout the entire season?
Yeah,
Oh my god, I really wish I did write all of my stuff down.
This is an easy one for me. It's Casca.
Oh, true.
from Berserk.
From Berserker. You get back to me.
So I had 4, and so first Oikawa from Haikyuu, second Mirai from Beyond the Boundary, third Bon Clay from One Piece, fourth Thorkill from Vinland. And just spur of the moment, I'm gonna knock out Oikawa because he already gets enough of my love. So I'm gonna
Oh,
go
you're just
for
gonna
Bon.
get knocked out just like the tournament, dude. Let's go. No, I'm kidding.
I'm going for Bon Clay. I love that boy.
Of course, man. Swans never die and they never say goodbye. Come on.
Bring it on, sister.
Dude, if he were to stray from his path as a man, if he were to stray from his
Stray
path as a woman,
As a woman.
he would not, but he won't stray from his path of humanity.
I legitimately watch that speech like every couple months. I just think about it and I have to look it up and cry. Like
One
the
Piece
crew.
has some of the best speeches.
It's true.
It's true. It's a good
We're
pick.
gonna hear one next year.
Nah, dude, it's gonna be my favorite speech, like out of all time, like in the entire series. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh man, shoot, we had like a lot of good shows. Like I think I picked the basic ones for some of the ones I picked, and for some of the ones you guys picked too, actually. I think ultimately, the one that stands above the rest in my eyes. After these I'm just kidding. Shoot. Oh my god. Like I thought about this before, and I still like don't know exactly who to pick. Oh my god.
The toilet.
That was. You can't go back to season 1. Come on. Did I end up picking the Law of Cycles and Magic Madoka? I don't remember.
No, I said you
remember I
can't
wanted
pick
to.
concepts.
I can't believe
Has to
it.
be
I can pick a
unanimous.
toilet, but I can't pick a concept.
Well, yeah, because you also said you wanted to pick science for Dr. Stone, and I said no, so then you picked
But science is not a
tungsten
concept,
instead.
it's a fact.
Science is a concept.
It's a factual concept.
Yes, but it's still a
It's a
concept.
conceptual fact.
Ah, now you're
No, it's
speaking my
not.
conceptually factual language.
Now you're speaking of my language.
All right, you know I'll be basic, mostly because there's nobody more wholesome and nobody more cuter. I know who I picked for Railgun. I picked Uiharu. So picking her, Flower Girl. Come on, dude.
I was waiting you to either pick someone from Railgun or Toradora. Those were my two.
Ironically enough, I was picking from Railgun, from One Piece, from Bobobo, and Toradora. So
Yeah,
I was.
Well,
I
yeah.
was expecting
One
Nami.
One Piece goes without
I don't think I picked Nami this season, or did I?
I don't remember.
you.
I think I picked like somebody.
You could have picked Robin as well.
Maybe. I mean, Ramen didn't show up that much there. Who cares? Next time I'm writing this shit down.
But hey, Garb, why Casca?
Because she's great, dude. She's a tough ass bitch. And that,
Cool.
yeah, like that's it.
Wow.
Man. She's kicks ass.
She's cool.
She
I like
takes
that.
names and shouldn't take no shit from nobody. Except
Oh,
maybe
man.
Guts a little bit, but he's a special exception.
Yeah.
And
Well.
Griffith.
Oh
if you know
no.
what I
Yeah,
mean.
well,
Yuck.
We don't. No.
Yuck.
The Band of the Hawk.
The band.
you
Man, that
tried
was a
to
fun-ass
convince
movie,
me that
dude.
I picked Griffith as best girl, and I was like,
No, you did. No, you said you were picking Pippin, and I said no. That's factually false because I picked Pippin, and you're like, no, I'm pretty sure.
Somebody
Well,
picked
'cause
Casca. I didn't
I
pick
love
Casca.
Pippin, dude.
Yeah, he did.
Who did I
probably
pick?
I probably was like, no, you. I think that you latched onto Pippin as well, and I was like, no, you deserve Pippin. You can have
Because
Pippin.
Pippin.
Because I love Pippin, dude. He's
Didn't I,
I'm not-
who did I choose? Did I choose Guts? I don't know who I would
You probably picked Gatsu. I don't know who you picked, but it doesn't matter because we're not talking about any of those fuckers. Because Bon Clay is the best.
Hey,
Because
man.
Bon Clay sacrificed themselves for the good of the crew. He gave my favorite speech in One Piece.
What's better than
and-
technology, though? A cute anime girl using technology. Come on.
No, but
Step
this
it up.
boy, this man, this woman. Bon Clay's great because he turns into people. He did funny gags with the crew, and then he sacrificed himself. And
We'll never see him
he
again.
and he talked to Hina, and then we'll see him later on
We'll
in
never.
the story.
What do you mean we'll never see him again? We'll never see him again.
Then what is that dual unit on my One Piece treasure cruise at?
We'll never. Shh. Shh. We'll never see him again. Don't you know all One Piece characters die?
It's- Death is a real thing in One Piece.
Yeah, man. There's no such thing as the Will of P. I swear. Pell? What do you mean? He's dead.
He will never come back, I promise.
Can't believe it. Man, isn't it? It feels good picking, best girls. It's great.
Yeah.
But if you think we're wrong, as always, where can they voice their complaints?
Guys, you can voice your complaints in your trash can. But if you
Got
want to
it.
email us, you can email us at funkyanimePodcast@gmail.com or contact@funkyanimetopodcast.com. It's great. So we do got a couple emails from Alex. Thank you, Alex.
Alex.
First one, a simple request. It has been a while. May I request a group honk?
Honk. Oh, I went. Oh.
And Chuck to say
Wow.
homie and his Marge Simpson voice. Thank you. That is all. Homie. Homie.
Good
Marge.
Homie,
I don't know. I haven't done
Hey,
a
Homer.
Marge Simpson.
what are you doing?
Hi, Homer.
We're just Simpsons characters.
We're just Simpsons.
Oh yeah.
That's Ringo. Well, I guess
What do you
Ringo's
mean?
he was a Simpson.
I was in The Simpsons. I was in season 2. I hanged Marge's portrait of me on my wall.
Ooh.
That's literally.
When did
what
we
he
make the
did.
Ringo? Was that for
Ringo was for Death Note.
Death Note? Why was
He wrote in the Death Note.
Oh right. Forgot.
That's
I'm
how we
tired
got
of
George
Paul
Harrison.
having the spotlight. I'm going
That's
to
how we
kill
got
him with the
George.
Death Note.
And then there's one more, and it is there, and this is titled "There's One Wrong Answer."
Oh shoot.
Which generation of Pokemon has the best starters?
This is I don't think I've ever heard it from you guys. This is gonna be great.
You should know mine. You should absolutely know mine.
No, I don't care. I'm just, no,
It's
no,
It's
I know
Sinnoh. It's Sinnoh. That's it.
That's Gen
you
4,
got a
right?
monkey, you got a turtle, and you got a penguin. That's a killer lineup.
Wait, Sinnoh is 5, right?
That's 4.
No,
4.
that's Unova is 5.
Oh,
It's-
that's the turtle, the snake. Don't tell me I know this other one, the pig. Right?
I
There's a
think
It's
turtle.
not
Right?
a
think
turtle
so.
though.
It's a
an
frog.
otter. It's an otter.
It's an Oshawott.
Froakie is generation 6.
No, what's the? Oh yeah. Oh, you're right.
along with Chespin and the fox,
Oh,
Fennekin.
Fenneco.
Yeah.
Gretsuko.
Gretzapoko.
So,
But yes, Gen 4, easy pick.
Let me look at them starters real quick because I only remember a handful.
yeah. So while you look that up, I'll go over mine. So I actually really like the designs for Gen 2's, Cyndaquil, Totodile, and Chikorita, but they're all monotype, and they suck
boring.
for actual battling. Like, for actual battling, they fucking suck. But
Oh, here he goes again.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No.
like Gen 4s are the best, like, with design and type combinations, I think.
Man,
Well, yeah. I feel like Gen 6 and Gen 7 also have some pretty dang good type combos.
Yeah, dude,
but
fucking Rowlet kicks ass.
Gen 4 best. Gen 4 best game. What's up, Pino?
man, I'm stuck between like 2 generations, man.
Well,
Which
tell
one?
us, and then we'll make fun of you for it not being Gen 4.
Well, I'm stuck between Gen 7
Mm-hmm.
and I'm stuck between Gen 3 because I really
Fair.
like owls and seals and cats, but I also like speedweed because you guys
Speedweed!
you guys
That is the deepest cut. That is the deepest cut you could have ever picked. I do love Torchic and I do love my Speedweed, but
the fact that like Gen 3, like I can equate almost two-thirds of those starters to memes is great.
Yeah, right.
dude,
But the fact that I
heard
fell
you
in love
like
with Popplio when everybody hated him. just-
yeah, Poplio's the best.
I know, right? And everybody's like, "Ugh, he's a
I had
clown.
I had a Poplio and I named him Billy Joel.
I remember that. I see. I can equate memes to these guys too.
Gen 7 has great starters, and
Yeah.
on my second playthrough, whenever I did Ultra, whichever one, I did
Yeah.
pick Popplio, and Poplio's a good pick.
Nice.
Water
Poplio's
Fairy is
fun.
fun.
Very nice.
Very nice.
But I'm picking Gen 1. I'm just kidding. No.
Because obviously,
Because I had
Charmander is
it's because Charizard is the most unloved Pokemon ever.
I mean, have you played Smash Brothers? I don't see any of the other Pokemon as a fighter in the game. They're all assist trophies. No, I'm picking Gen 3, sadly.
that's fair. Like Gen 3,
that's
like,
okay. Gen
actually
3 kind of sucks. Though.
having a water ground type at the start.
Chuck,
like,
I'm gonna
that's
murder
fucking-
you. Leave me alone, dude. I know I like the most unpopular one, I think.
Hey,
No,
and Gen
no.
3 started the fire fighting. Like, that was the first one.
yeah,
Like,
but
Gen
then
4
Sinnoh
copied it.
perfected it. But Gen 4 perfected it.
True.
It gave you Monkey.
Dude, Return to Monkey.
Dude, reject humanity. Monkey spin.
But no, special shout outs to Gen 6 and 7. Despite me not
Yeah.
liking Gen 6, those starters are still really good.
I know this is not even
And Gen
remotely
5.
what-
God damn it, I like all these.
right? It's pretty good. I legitimately, I feel like my like ranking of the generations, people really think I'm just a dumb doofus guy. But like, I think Hoen's my least favorite region.
Hey man, I just like water, dude. I just like water.
What do you mean, Chuck? You don't like the?
It's a good song, but it's fucking. That will also. I have zero nostalgia for Hoenn. Well, actually, no, that's false. I played it, when I was a little baby.
Yeah.
But
They say your first Pokemon game is usually your favorite. Was Gen 4 your
Sinnoh,
favorite?
baby. It's Sinnoh,
That's
baby.
my problem, dude. That I started in Gen 6, but I started with Aura, so that's a little unfortunate.
That is unfortunate, as a matter
Yeah,
of fact.
man.
That's maybe the worst remake they've made.
Hey, man, I had fun. Man.
No, I had fun too.
I actually want to replay that right now.
I played through that game twice. Pino,
I-
you should definitely not homebrew your 3DS.
I shouldn't. You're right.
Why don't you just? Have you ever played the original like Emerald?
Emerald's
No,
pretty
I
okay.
haven't.
You
actually.
should play Emerald because that's easy to emulate.
Shush, don't Nintendo, don't listen to us. If
Nintendo, you don't make
sponsor
anime.
us,
It's okay.
Yeah, they're occupied elsewhere. They're not
Yeah,
concerned
that's
about
true.
us.
But yeah, I do. Man, when are we gonna do Pokemon podcast?
Man. No.
What even would there? What would we go over?
We could watch one of the movies, or we could watch part of the season.
I could
We
talk
will
about.
get
I could
to
talk
that.
about my Pichus in my little drawer over here on top of my
Aw.
little drawer.
I would.
Thank you
what
for the
was it?
Pichu.
Pichu.
If I had to pick,
Oh, it's right next to my Mikoto. That's awesome.
if I had to pick, I'd probably pick one of the Gen 4 seasons, just because once again that was like, I did watch, I think from the first season all the way to like X and Y.
So I'm gonna be honest.
What's up,
I
homie?
never actually watched a lot of Pokemon as a kid.
Really?
I've watched a couple episodes in between, and that's about it.
Huh.
I watched
So
like all
if you
of
if you
Diamond
want to
and
add a
Pearl.
movie onto the season 4 or season 5, baby,
Honestly,
I'm
I'm
down.
doing it right now because the first Mewtwo movie is actually like fucking super
It's
dope.
pretty, it's pretty
Mewtwo
good.
Returns is fucking a disgrace
Dude.
and it's awful.
It's the
You
guys. It's garbage.
You mean Cooler's Revenge? No, I'm just kidding. No.
Yeah, I don't even know if I had to pick. I would maybe pick the Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. That's one of
I
my
think I might
favorites.
have seen Lucario movie. I think
As
is that
well,
the one where he
as well
talks?
as the unknown. Yes,
Guy, see, I saw that one. I
and
thought
then
that was an
also
episode.
also the Entei movie. I got big.
Hente. That's the wolf guy season. Not season. Gen 2.
Yes,
Nice.
it's one of the 3 dogs.
As you can see,
anyway.
I am not well versed in Pokemon, so a
Anyway.
Pokemon podcast would be great. The Pino
Thank you for-
Pokemons.
Thank you for emailing us. I don't know if we'll be doing emails over the next couple fillers, but still send them in.
Yeah, can't wait
At
to knock them all out.
funkyanimePodcast@gmail.com or contact at funkyanimePodcast.com.
Love y'all.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think about the season as a whole?
I like it. We had a lot of good variety. We had a lot of good variety. No, we just had like a good handful of like different things like that I never thought I'd watch or never thought I'd force people to watch. So I mean, and they were much better than I expected. So I was just like, hey, you know what? Just, cheers to anime. This time it wasn't a mistake.
Just this once.
Yeah, just this season. We'll see about next season.
Yeah. What about you, Grumble?
I'm just glad that a lot of the episodes, like we've gotten better at our stride, and
Yeah, man.
we've got the funny juices.
Yeah, man. It is harder to be funny before the podcast, though. I will admit. We can only act like Marge so many times. Homie. Okay, anyways. Homing missile targeted. Huh?
But
He's about
yeah,
to do something
once
stupid. I'm
again,
sorry.
I think it's good.
It was a good season. Good
It
season.
was good.
Third time's the
I
charm,
think
right?
it's the best. Yeah. Well, fuck, we're going down from here.
Ah,
but
nah.
it's good stuff. And let's quickly go over some of the thoughts from our viewers. So, Cream Puff, that season was pretty good. despite a certain host poo-pooing on certain shows. I don't know who.
I'd
that
like to
could be.
apologize on behalf of me, who's probably talking about me.
I don't think so. As well as the disappearance of Fuck You Pino was hardly noticed, but
You know what? I noticed it. I was just like, man, I can't
Well, it
believe you
just-
guys didn't want me to like continue my win streak. Come on.
also, so what happens is if you send us an email for Fuck You Pino, I usually only pick if you like send it in and it's a character that I don't think any one of us knows, or like from a super obscure show, we probably won't use that just because I don't know.
What do you mean? I'll be able to get it in one shot every time.
Yeah, it's true. You're not defeated.
Undefeated.
But yeah,
Garbs there
still
to
send
help.
them in if you want to join in to Fuck You Pino. Keep trying. Maybe I'll pick it once.
Yeah, maybe you'll best me. Not.
Yeah. And then he also thanked us for telling him to read One Piece.
Hey man, that was the biggest shocker. Like
That's
that
us.
was the
We're
renaissance
doing
of One
Pino.
Piece there. Look at that.
We're
This
doing
like
it.
within this entire season, I've gotten the biggest joy because first Chuck starts reading it. And I was just like, this. I never thought this was gonna happen.
Well, when did I even start reading?
November.
It? Like, really?
Yeah.
Well, November last year.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was this season or last season, but that's still been like the highlight. I'm just like, wow, this.
I think it was after we watched the rest of the East Blue
Yeah,
saga.
and like ever since then, a lot of people I know have either started reading or watching it. Family members started watching, is caught up. I'm just like, I can't handle all this One Piece discussion right now.
It's
Can't
true.
handle all this One Piece talk, but it's great. You know, we're number one, baby. Let's go.
Is good though.
Yeah. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, though. Feel free to chat
great.
your mind away, man. I love hearing theories. I love making theories. Call me
Also-
the game. Well, no, you can't. That's copyright. But
Also, if you want to talk to One Piece about us, join our Patreon. It's $1, and we have a bunch of specific chats for like Love Live, for Dragon Ball, JoJo's, and One Piece, and then anime openings, etc.
yeah, man.
So join if you want to. At least one of us is usually always there.
Yeah, man.
And we talk about the shows that we watch. We have specific chats for what we watch next and everything. So you
We
can
got
check
a
us
stream
out.
chat when we do streams.
Yeah, and you could talk to us.
Yeah.
And then Sid said that the episode that stood out for him was Madoka, obviously because I was very fair and unbiased.
Hey, man. I remember that too, dude. Sid, I'm sorry, man.
And one more thing about Cream Puff, he said the show diversity this season was fantastic. I can agree. We did a lot of different things this season, which was good.
Gotta keep it spicy, my friend. Spicy. I also like how many shows we watched that kind of coincided with their either season 2's coming up or like announcements of further development into the series and whatnot.
And I don't think we ever planned that. Like it just
Yeah.
always was like, oh, cool. Well, maybe we'll get a couple extra boosts from that.
The only negative one was like I think we watched Madoka, and I think maybe a couple weeks or months later it was just like, oh yeah, we're shutting down the mobile game. I'm like, ooh, that's our bad. Yikes. Sorry.
Yike.
It's because you were so negative on it, Chuck. That's what happens. You cursed
They
it.
said,
You did
Good.
he said the
It
best
deserves
host hates it. We got to get rid of it now.
This. Wow.
Sucks ass.
And hey, Bobo got a Blu-ray release like around one of the times.
We did.
Yeah, when the second one, when we watched the third one,
last season.
yeah, no, when we finally watched Bubble, I think it was just released because it was announced when we watched the
Yeah.
last season and was released when we finally watched.
I still need to buy that because I really want that.
Yeah, man. Like we got the what's the chat in this one's called the
It's the
Fap
Seance.
Yeah, man. We got a lot of good ones this one.
Like we were talking about Kekai Sensen, who had Bump of Chicken and Studio Bones in Kekai Sensen, and literally the next day, the Pokemon music video with Bump of Chicken and animated by Studio Bones was released. Same thing with Heaven's Lost Property. They finally put the movies back on
hey,
Funimation.
I still haven't watched them. I'm such a liar, dude.
I bashed Flowers of Evil, and then Flowers of Evil was removed from streaming services.
Damn, Chuck, you.
What
did
and
you
then
do?
also we talked about Jotaro, and then the actor who played Jotaro in the live action movies was arrested for marijuana possession. So-
you hate to see it. Well, yeah,
We-
you hate to see it.
I'll toke one up in his honor.
Yeah, amen. And then, oh, well, since I clicked away from that, and then Axel, or Axel, Abigail,
We say
whatever.
Axel.
Axel.
Yeah, we call her Axel.
Yeah, Axel, she said season was great. And throughout this nutty year, it was comforting to hear us talk and, have
Aw.
a dynamic. And it keeps things interesting even when things get heated.
We get heated because we love because we love to talk about anime. I love you guys.
And then enjoy that the season contained more extraneous content, like the figure discussion and the miscellaneous section where you guys discussed what you're currently watching. Yeah, I know that we've all kind of talked about this a little bit and trying to
throw some more in there.
we gotta get the
shake
flow,
up the
get flow.
formula. Shake up the formula.
Yeah, man.
And we'll continue to do that. And like this, I know that we do this every season, but I like doing these sort of less structured, more podcasty type shows, if you will.
At least every now and then. Like if we were to do this
'cause I
every
still
time,
love-
it'd be chaos.
I still very much love watching shows, and like that's never gonna change, I don't think, because like there's infinite shows.
So much
that
variety.
we can watch. Yeah, like there's no. I feel like the only genre that we don't touch on enough is probably mecha, that sort of thing, because we touch slice of life, we touch drama, we do those.
Oh,
sort of
we'll
action
have our
shows.
fair share of mecha here before.
No, I
too
know
long.
we have, because we've done some sleepy boys on Gurren Lagann and Darling in the Franxx. Fuck Darling in the Franxx, by the way. But I think and keep recommending to us, and also if you're in the Patreon top tier level, you can make us watch something.
Yeah,
and you
shut
can
us
pick.
the
And then-
shows you recommended us, guys.
and then I'll bash 'em.
Very good to finally watch some of these that have been on my list. So very
Nah,
good.
they were kind of garbo though.
You know what? You can have your opinion. I wanted to say something about your elbow, but I didn't want to, for real.
I'm not.
Jamie,
I'm not
would you
sorry.
like to
hurt
make
your elbow.
comments
Oh!
on this season? Well, now you're gonna go that way. Yeah. What
Oh, Jimmy!
do you think? Yeah.
Oh,
Really? You thought it sucked? Oh, you just want food? Yeah.
I love Jamie.
Jamie, please.
Jamie.
Jamie, you
Um,
couldn't ever be in the same room as Charlie because you would try to kill him.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, Charlie is. I mean, he's got a pompadour. I think he'd come up
Yeah,
on
Charlie,
top. Too.
Charlie,
He
he's
might,
your
actually.
he's your pet. So, well, not pet. He's he's his own owner. But
No,
Pino keeps him
Charlie is our creator. We only
He's
exist because
he's the
Charlie
CEO,
does.
dude.
the CEO of FAP Incorporated.
Who do you think is
That's
in charge
what
of
the
the money?
C
It's Charlie.
stands for.
It's true. But yeah, it's good. Do we got anything else we want to talk about?
Well,
Um,
what other kind of filler have we got?
Well, yeah, that was going to be my next point. If we didn't have anything else to talk about,
As you
Uh, I think we kind of said it all. We got our checklist done. We got our best grills over with.
yeah.
I mean, everything seems pretty chill. Thank you guys for sticking with us, at least
For
for
real.
the third season. Yeah, man. It's been a rough year, but we're here. We're vibing.
Yeah, I hopefully that we can keep you giggling even just a little bit.
Yeah, or cringing. It doesn't matter. I
true.
accept either at this point. I'm not picky.
Sometimes you gotta cringe a little to live a little.
Hey, man. Facts.
Facts.
I would know.
Alright. I probably would too.
So, this little off season, we actually have Pino
Huh?
is going to be taking the reins for both of them, but you only announce one, and right now, and then next time we'll announce the other one.
You mean I don't get a vacation? I'm just kidding.
No, you do not.
I can't believe it. Well, that's
you've
fine.
been you've been moral support for too long.
You're right.
Finally got to throw your weight around.
Dude, apathy. Yeah, it's fun being apathetic. No, I'm kidding. No. All right. Well, for the filler, we're going to be watching two shows for fun. firstly, we're gonna watch the filler in between the post Alabasta arc and pre Skypiea arc, so we can get caught up for maybe watching it next season. But we're gonna watch some of the filler episodes. I believe there's 13 in total. At least that's what I think I put in the chat. But yeah, we're gonna be watching through some of those, so get excited for that. And after that, we are going to be finally, after such a long.
Don't spoil it.
Well, we're just gonna go back to a certain location that we haven't seen in a long time. How about that?
But that's it. That's all you know.
Yeah.
That's it. And you'll have to listen to our next episode if you want to know.
Exactly.
But yes, from what we are looking at for One Piece episodes 131 to 143. So right after Alabasta to right before Jaya.
Man, we're gonna get another set of fillers. I think. Did I make you guys skip the Grandpa Ryu stuff? With the little girl?
No, we watched that. That was not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it had Eric, and then Nami murdered him, and that's
It
the
was
first
very
murder.
funny.
It was
I
the first
did.
murder in One Piece because that man can't swim.
It was on screen death. It was very funny.
Great, but these ones, there's like 3 or 4 arcs.
Shut up! It yelled at me. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was like, Chuck, I just wanted to talk about One Piece. I'm sorry.
No, go for it.
There's like a couple arcs, I guess, filler arcs in between. Some long, some good. Are they, worth it? We'll tell you that when we watch it.
Who could say?
Yeah, so get excited, dude.
But
yeah.
yes, thank you for listening to this wonderful episode of the Funky Anime Podcast. You can find all of our information at funkyanimetopodcast.com. And is there anything else we want to... Well, just do it. If you want to give us money, you could do that.
How
It's
close
easy.
were we to what's it called? The caramel dancing?
God, I don't
So
even know what that is.
Oh,
I
you're
don't think
gonna
we're that
want-
close. But yes. If you just if you want to be friends, we'll be there maybe. If you want to talk, we might be there.
If you want to watch me play Dark Souls, sure.
Maybe.
Oh,
been a
yeah.
good-
You still need to be better chaos. Oh my.
Yeah, I don't even remember what we stopped at.
It was bed of chaos.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Man, at least it's not a flower of evil, am I right? You know what? That's my favorite running joke this season. Was it the professional laugh this season or was that last season?
I don't know. Who could say?
We're between seasons. It's both at the same time.
It's
Yeah,
both
this isn't
of them.
canon, so it doesn't matter.
I
This
see.
is in an innocuous space time.
Charlie
right,
being
we-
our creator, that is canon though. That is
That's all right.
real.
That's
We
the
can just
only
have
canon
just
part.
have like the One Piece giant laughs. Yug 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 yug.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, ba, ba, ba. Okay.
Yeah, ba, 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 ba.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
But yeah, thank you for listening to the Funky Anime Podcast. I've been Chuck. This has been also Garb
Aye. Goodbye.
and Pino.
Hey.
And that's it. Thank you
That's-
for listening.
Get
Tell
outta
your
here.
mom you love her. and we'll see y'all next time for
Dude.
some fun One Piece.
And if you skip fillers, well, screw you. We'll see you in season 4, I guess.
Bye.
See you, man.